Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Strobel channel, and I'm going to be doing a versus video between the Nike Cosmic Unity 2 and the Nike KD15. So they're both very similar in price. The KDs are going for 150 bucks and the Cosmic Unity 2 is going for 160 bucks, and they both have full length zoom Strobel units and they both are top tier performance. I absolutely love playing in both of these shoes. So if you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave a link in the description box of both of these shoes, but let's get started off with the Tracciones, and they're both really nice for traction. But if you're playing on a clean court, I would say the KD15 bites just a tiny bit harder. Of course, I am nitpicking right now because I am doing a comparison, but the Cosmic Unity 2 is also really good. You do need to break it in, however. The KD15, it was good pretty much right out the box. The Cosmic Unity 2s, I needed to break in like a day or two. But once I did, the traction on a clean court was absolutely amazing. On dust, however, the KD15 definitely picks up a little bit less dust. The Cosmic Unity 2, I found myself wiping a little bit more, but it's a super easy wipe, right? And the KD15, even if I was playing on a super dusty court, it had a very good performance on dust. You know, it didn't really pick it up all too much, but even if it did, it was a very easy wipe. So dust, it was a little bit better in the KD15s, but if you're gonna play on an outdoor court, durability of the KD15 is absolutely horrendous. Super thin grooves and very soft rubber here in the KD15. The Cosmic Unity is a lot better, it feels like, you know, harder rubber and thicker grooves. So yeah, the Cosmic Unity 2, you're not gonna have any problems, but if you want the overall better performance, then the KD15 is just a tiny bit better. All right, as far as the overall heel to toe transition goes, they're both very smooth, right? So here in the heel, nice curve shape. Right, nice curve shape here in the KD15 as well, and pretty much fully exposed midsole, besides I guess this, but that doesn't really do anything. It doesn't feel clunky at all in the heel for the KD15. Kind of curve shaped in the forefoot for the Cosmic Unities, and same thing here in the KD15. But look at that, nice flex in the forefoot for both of the shoes. So yeah, when I was doing heel dominant strides down the court, I had zero issues with heel to toe transition, and they both felt very smooth. All right, as far as the cushioning setup goes, the cushioning setup is pretty much identical, but the foam is different, right? So the KD15 is using full length Cushlon, and the Cosmic Unity 2 is just using foam, right? But I didn't notice that big of a difference, and the Cushlon here in the KD15 isn't crazy soft comparing it to the KD14s. There still is a little bit of compression and still is soft. So here in the heel, the KD15 has a little bit more compression. So if you like that, then go with the KD15. But if you want more of a responsive feel, then obviously go with the Cosmic Unity 2. But you know, it wasn't that easy to tell the difference, right? But of course, the main thing is the full length zoom Strobel unit in both of the shoes, and they're both crazy. You know, they're both crazy bouncy right underneath the foot, a lot of compression and all that. But one thing I like about the Cosmic Unity 2, however, is the insole. The insole in the KD15 is like a styrofoam plastic insole, which is a little bit stiffer. The Cosmic Unity 2 is a little bit softer. It's a foam insole, which I like better. So there's that. But as far as like impact protection, it's pretty much the same. They're both very good. They're both super bouncy. Court feel is pretty much the same as well. Pretty damn good court feel. Of course, not as good court feel as the Harden Volume 6 and 282s, which are like right on top of the ground, but these are still pretty damn good. So yeah, very similar as far as the cushioning setup goes, but you have a little bit more compression here in the heel due to the Cushlon. All right, as far as the materials go, yeah, Cosmic Unity hands down is so much better. If you're looking for like the overall thinner material though, obviously go with the KD15, right? It's a lot softer, or actually a lot thinner. As far as softness goes, the Cosmic Unity 2 is a little bit like stiff when you get it at first, but when you break it in, it gets really soft. It's like super soft and comfortable right now. But like I said, it's a little bit thicker. It's a thicker type of knit material or textile material. So yeah, the Cosmic Unity 2 isn't super thick or bulky at all. So yeah, the quality is better, and I feel like it feels better on foot too. And it's not that much thicker than the KD15, so it doesn't warrant me liking the KD15 more as far as the materials go, even though I like thinner materials usually, right? As far as the tongue goes, they're both well padded, so it feels nice and cozy on top of your foot. And here in the ankle area, I would actually say it's around the same as well. So it feels very similar on foot. Like it was pretty hard to tell the difference between the material, like the uppers, but the Cosmic Unity 2 does feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more cozy, while the KD15 feels a little bit more minimal, like in the forefoot, right? In the back of the shoe for the tongue and ankle area is pretty similar, right? Also, of course, we have the plastic cage on the lateral and medial side of the shoe for the KD15. The one thing that I like about the Cosmic Unity 2 is, you know, you don't have that plastic, but you have the stitching, right? The stitching, as you guys can see, does improve the support and also, I guess, the durability of the material as well, which I do like. It also looks pretty cool in the Cosmic Unity 2, right? All right, moving on to the fit. They're both pretty much the same, right? So I went true to size for both of the shoes, and my toes go like right to the edge of the shoe. So lengthwise, I was good to go. But as far as the toe box go, they're both super snug. I can barely curl my toes up in both of the shoes. If I was nitpicking though, I would say the KD15 is a little bit more snug, but the Cosmic Unity is still super snug. And then widthwise, they're both narrow, right? So yeah, very good fits for me. And if you know what size you are in the KD15, then pretty much go the same exact size in the Cosmic Unity 2. If you have a wide foot or you want a roomier fit in the toe box, probably go up half a size. All right, support and lockdown, also zero issues for lateral containment. Lateral containment, I was good to go in both of the shoes, right? The Cosmic Unity 2, you have a lot of lateral counters, right? And also, like I said, this material is super supportive. So I had zero issues with my foot sliding out of the footbed or anything. And also same thing here in the KD15s, right? We have the foam coming up acting as a sidewall. We have this plastic cage and an internal TPU heel counter. So both of them, I was good to go for lateral containment. And also lateral stability was very good in both of the shoes, right? Super wide bases, pretty low to the ground. So lateral stability was also very good, but heel slippage. The heel slippage for me wasn't terrible in the KD15s. I've heard some horror stories actually, where some people, like when they're playing, like shout out to Jay Lopez, he told me a story where his foot actually came out of the shoe because of the bad heel slippage. I never really got to that point, right? But of course, like it didn't feel 100% locked down in the KD15s, which definitely did suck. But here in the Cosmic Unity 2, I had zero issues with that. I had very good heel containment. So yeah, I mean, it is like on a story to story and person to person basis. You know, I've heard people where they don't mind the KD15 heel slippage, and I've heard, like I said, very bad cases. So be careful on that. But yeah, for me, like I had zero issues with the Cosmic Unity 2. So because of that, you know, I feel like the Cosmic Unity 2 is better for heel slippage. All right, as far as the weight of the shoe goes, I feel like they're around the same. I think the Cosmic Unity is a little bit lighter though. Okay, so 12.1 ounces for the Cosmic Unity, and the KD15 is 12.73 ounces. So it's like 0.5, 0.6 ounces lighter. Not a huge difference, and you can't really tell that big of a difference. You know, when I was playing in both of the shoes at the same time, and it was pretty hard to tell the difference, you know what I mean? I mean, they both feel very, very similar, but there are some subtle differences, right? But I did know which shoe I was playing in because of the heel slippage, and I definitely felt the KD15, like my heel was coming out of the footbed a little bit, you know? So other than that though, very similar, and I felt very quick playing in both of the shoes and very responsive, right? All right, as far as the ventilation goes, the KD15 is going to be better. This mesh material is thinner, and it allows for more airflow. This textile is thicker and doesn't really allow for like any type of airflow. So a KD15 is better for ventilation. As far as the aesthetics go, I think I like the Cosmic Unity 2 a little bit better, honestly, right? What do you guys think? Actually, no, I think the overall silhouette, I like the KDs better. But for both of these colorways, I think I like the Cosmic Unity, like this like off-white color better. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below, what shoe looks better. But as far as the overall performance goes, I would actually say I like the Cosmic Unity 2 a little bit better, which is very surprising, right? So for the traction, the KDs edged out the Cosmic Unity. You know, it was a very, very good traction in the KDs, but the Cosmic Unity 2 also had really good traction. So not a huge difference there. Cushion also, the cushion line is a little bit softer here in the heel, but not that big of a difference, right? The Cosmic Unity still is very nice, especially with that full length zoom Strobel unit. Materials are better quality, although it's just $10 more, right? It definitely feels better. Also feels like it's gonna be a lot more durable too. It feels cozier and more comfortable. Support and lockdown is just as good as the KDs. However, I had zero issues with heel slippage. So because of that, I think the Cosmic Unity 2 is a little bit better. But honestly, they both perform very, very similarly. And like I said, when I had both of the shoes on at the same same time, it was pretty hard to tell the difference. So I would say the Cosmic Unity 2 is just a tiny bit better for performance over the KD15s. And Cosmic Unity 2, it definitely is a top tier shoe. So anyways, that about concludes my versus video between the Nike Cosmic Unity 2 and the Nike KD15. Again, if you guys do want to cop either of these shoes, I'll try to leave a link in the description box, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.